OTF was once one of the hottest up-and-coming rap labels to come out of Chicago, showing the true talent that lived inside the trenches. Lil Durk tried to transform the ruthless savages around him into music prodigies, using his platform to give them the breakthrough they needed to make it out. But as Durk got hit with life-changing charges, the empire he built started to crack. And with the head of the family not being there to provide for the crew, the whole of OTF began to fall right alongside him. From one member caught trafficking large amounts of cocaine to try and make ends meet, to another kidnapping and then shooting a man 17 times before dumping the body outside a church, and even his own DJ getting locked up. It looks like everyone tied to OTF is going to end up dead or in jail, apart from the ones actively betraying Lil Durk and working with the police to help put an end to the crew of gangster rappers he has built over the years.
It seemed like OTF broke 600 up though. You got
OTF
600
break everybody up.
All them guys with Durk, they pay everybody who Durk had with them. They end up being back in Chicago, and they saying bad things about him. Or they saying that he weak and he this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he buying people.
You gotta be 100% OTF, not 99, not 97, not 96, not 98, none of that shit. You gotta be 100%. You gotta put OTF before your mama, like. And I'm not that type of guy, gang.
He was arrested last night and is being held without bond. This comes only hours after 5 people associated with his music business were also accused and taking part in that murder-for-hire plot.
Oh, yeah.
Sloth of Vaughn, right?
Yeah. They say you can't say that no more.
Why? Like, who died?
You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash?
Better have your gun for Booney. Better have your gun for C. You don't believe me, you gonna see. You gonna end up by that tree.
Know that we did it.
Nah, cause Lil Pop.
OTF, or Only the Family, was founded back in 2010 by Lil Durk himself. Durk put on the people closest to him in hopes of making it out of the trenches together. It started as a small collective of affiliates from the South Side. By 2012, it evolved into a full-blown label, dropping mixtapes and building a reputation for raw drill music. In the next few years, Durk signed talents like Newski, King Von, Buka 600, Memo 600, Rondo No. 9, and many more, all pushing that family-first vibe. Loyalty was their code, no snitching, no switching sides, but that would all come to an end. The downfall didn't happen overnight. It was a chain of events, beefs, arrests, and betrayals that chipped away, causing the destruction we see today. The most crucial event that made history came on November 6th, 2020, the death of King Von. Von, OTF's rising star and Durk's right hand, was shot and killed outside an Atlanta nightclub after a fight with Quando Rondo's crew. It was a massive loss. Von was family, and his death fueled endless beef, with some believing that King Von's death was the reason behind all the losses Lil Durk has been facing lately. From this point, tensions inside OTF started bubbling up. Memo 600, a longtime member who featured on the hits like Jump with King Von and Durk, got distanced from the crew. Rumors flew that he was kicked out, with Durk himself hinting at loyalty issues, even claiming in an unreleased song, Connect the Dots, that he cut Memo off because he wasn't serving a purpose. Memo later spoke out in interviews claiming Durk demanded total allegiance to OTF, forcing members to leave their family and old hood ties behind.
Come at OTF, you gotta be 100% OTF, not 99, not 97, not 96, not 98, none of that shit. You gotta be 100%. You gotta put OTF before your mama, like. And I'm not that type of guy, gang. Once this shit die down and once y'all treat me or I gotta move around, I still have to go home. Where I'm gonna go home to?
Yeah.
I have to go home to them people that y'all made me turn my back on.
By 2024, Memo was fully on the outs, and in June 2025, he dropped subtle disses, saying Durk wasn't real OTF anymore.
Durk is Lamron. Durk is not OTF.
Durk ain't OTF. Durk ain't you. Sit down.
Please have a seat. Listen, please have a seat with your glittery shit on. We had some shit called OTF FTO. Before all that OTF shit, we was a group called OTF FTO. Fuck the other side, OTF, only the family. Before all that OTF shit was a rap group, we was some street shit, gang.
It highlighted the cracks. The family was forcing choices that pushed people away. The turning point was in October 2024 when Lil Durk himself, the head of OTF, the guy funding the dreams and keeping everyone eating, got arrested in Florida on murder-for-hire charges, resulting in the 2022 shooting of Rondo's cousin, Saviaya Lul Pab Robinson, near LA's Beverly Center. Not only that, but the feds claim that the OTF rap label is a cover-up, that behind the ordinary eye, it's really an organized crime group using its riches to invest in guns, paid hits, and anything else to fund the gang war. Durks the meal ticket, the one who turned OTF into a powerhouse with hits, tours, and deals. Without him, the crew's scrambling, looking for anything they can do to get back on their feet. He's still locked up as of now, facing life if convicted. And it's like the glue holding OTF together dissolved overnight. Right after Durks' arrest, members started to fold. In late October 2024, court documents revealed an OTF member wore a wire for years, feeding info to the feds. Fingers pointed at OTF Jam, who was questioned in interrogation rooms, even caught on cam munching snacks, which later came out to be AI generated. If true, it's the ultimate betrayal in a crew built on no-snitch loyalty, especially after Durk had put Jam on, even buying him cars, houses, and giving him large amounts of money after coming home from his last prison sentence.
You know what I'm saying? He said, Jam get out that jam, I'll give him 50, he ain't gotta ask again, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gotta ask shit, bro. He said he gave you 50, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fact?
More than that. Shit.
Like more than that. Shit. But shit, can you tell us how much he gave you, or you don't want to even?
No, we ain't gotta get into all that. But bro made sure he made a way for me to be straight. Like he's saying, gotta ask again, you know, like shit. Crib, car, all that. Just let me take care of anything I need to take care of. Period. Like.
The snitch drama ramped up in late July 2025, with OTF Vonnie, real name Kayvon London Grant, once seen as one of Lil Durk's most trusted people inside Only the Family. He's now at the center of heavy controversy. Vonnie was indicted in federal court in connection to the murder-for-hire plot tied to the death of Lil Pab, with prosecutors claiming Vonnie and others in OTF arranged the move under the promise of lucrative music opportunities with OTF. As one of the guys who helped manage OTF's money and business dealings, Vonnie's role kept him close to Durk, but that same position gave him access to funds and influence. Now the streets are talking about betrayal. Leaked texts with his father showed Vonnie considering a plea deal in Durk's murder-for-hire case. By August, his own father went public, claiming Vonnie not only snitched on Durk, but also orchestrated King Von's death. Vonnie not only turned on Durk, but also pocketed money that was supposed to belong to King Von's estate after his death.
And how I know this location? Because I went there. Prior to, after we dropped off the bag to Little Tim, I went there with my son to case the place out.
Okay, yeah, now that's when we gonna start goddamn and having some back and forth, because you just told me you wasn't there.
For a crew built on loyalty and brotherhood, the accusations paint a picture of internal collapse where greed and disloyalty eat away at the foundation Durk fought to build. In the same month, Booney Mo was arrested again while already on probation for previously shooting a police officer, where he claimed self-defense. Around August 23rd, 2025, he was sentenced to 7 to 15 years in Nebraska for possession of cocaine with intent to distribute. Another OTF soldier down, locked away when the crew needs unity most. But the hits keep coming. On or around August 22nd, 2025, OTF Boona was arrested in Gwinnett County, Georgia, on wild charges including murder, kidnapping, home invasion, and more. According to prosecutors, Boona and 3 accomplices broke into the home of Oscar Cruz in Lawrenceville, intending to rob him. Cruz was reportedly involved in lucrative business dealings, which may have made him a target. During the home invasion, the suspects allegedly restrained Cruz, threatened his wife at gunpoint, and forced her to kiss him goodbye, telling her, "Kiss your husband goodbye, because you'll never see him alive again." They then allegedly kidnapped Cruz, drove him to a church parking lot in Snellville, and shot him 17 times before dumping the body at the scene. This brutal allegation is straight out of a movie, and it's yet another blow to OTF's image, showing how the feds and local cops are clamping down hard on the crew. From a 2010 startup to global fame, OTF stood for loyalty, but arrests, deaths, and alleged betrayals flipped the script. Jam's wire, Vonnie's flip, Memo's exit, Booney and D-Day behind bars, and Boona's shocking charges. It's all stacked up, leaving OTF fractured. Is this the end, or can they rebuild? Drop your thoughts in the comments.